Our role takes over from the suppliers at origin and is responsible for the flow and distribution of all products across our retail network in Australia, New Zealand and the UK and into our online customers globally. The facility you're in today is 25,000 square metres, so it's built for growth, but it's also built for the ability to bring together both the national DC and our 3PL ex-Sydney. There's just so many reasons why we needed to change. The first ones were that there was a real catalyst for change around space. We'd run out of space and we couldn't meet our operational output per day. So we knew we needed something that was really responsive to a concentrated demand. So that's where the batch pick solution came in and why something like a sortation solution was the right answer for us. If you can imagine in today's environment with 114 stores, we walk our distribution centre 114 times. The way this new batch solution works is we'll effectively walk the distribution centre between 2 and 3 times. Our whole network is built around responsiveness. We think we should be able to dispatch every order as it's received on the day, or if not, the following day. So that's the kind of step change in capability that we'll be looking for from this solution. The trick for us in the new world will be to determine the timing of the batch releases. So we would expect that anything that's been ordered in the morning will be dispatched that afternoon. I think annual volumes and daily volumes and weekly volumes is the real difference between Kathmandu potentially and most businesses. So it becomes incredibly concentrated, which is the discussion around why we needed something that was very, very responsive. So for us, the ability to have a solution that had the flexibility to scale up output on a Monday without a linear relationship to labour is a really key one. Under our old solution in a manual pick process, if we wanted to increase output by 50%, it's basically 50% more people in the building. Online's a huge area for us. It's been growing at double-digit growth for the last 4 or 5 years now. The specific areas that we've looked at where we can scale up the operations is one, the sortation system has an area that we can add either more store shoots to or more online shoots. So that gives us the flexibility based on where our business grows. We can also put a mezzanine floor above our whole pick module, so that gives us huge flexibility if we decide to expand the range. The other opportunity we have is to increase output on the sortation system. We currently only induct from one end of the sortation system. You can theoretically double the throughput on it per hour by inducting from both ends of the sortation solution. The other opportunity is to actually extend the building, so we've got a few areas where we can expand. We measure everything that goes out of the site today, but there's no doubt that with the solution that we've got with the sortation system, the pick accuracy will be far beyond what we can achieve with our manual processes.
The initial review of moving distribution centres was in 2013, and 2015 we started to engage our staff about the move to a new purpose-built greenfield site. I think for the staff, they'd been taken on the journey monthly that we'd show progressive photos and inform them of the build process and the fit-out process. They love the new facility. For the business to grow and have a competitive advantage over the opposition, we feel pretty excited. The new processes with our super users, skilled professional operators, they picked up that process within a day or two.
We take a batch of the store orders and together with some e-commerce orders as well, and then group the demand for all of those. The pickers are then told to go off, pick those items and then feed them to the sorter where we singulate them onto the sorter and we can then allocate them to a single store. The sorter can sort to 254 store destinations together with the e-commerce areas and packing areas at a rate of 10,000 units per hour. One of the challenges that Kathmandu faced is that e-commerce is a really growing part of the business at the moment. And what we saw with the batch pick concept was a really unique opportunity to pick those e-commerce orders essentially for free. The way we achieve that is by grouping those orders in with the store orders so that if any store needs a product that's been ordered online, the operator is simply told to pick 2 instead of 1. We sort the items to a put wall where the operator then carries out a final sortation for the e-commerce orders and assembles those ready for packing. With the configuration of the system, an order can be picked, processed, packed and fed to dispatch inside about 20 minutes of that order being made available for picking.